Good morning everyone and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Week video. Today is Friday and I'm just about to have my breakfast. I'm going to try and make this one not as chatty as last week's one because last week's one I had to put in two parts and I'd like to put this one in just one part. So for breakfast today I'm having myself a little pancake treat. I got this gingerbread syrup from Amazon. I ordered this about a month ago, maybe longer than a month ago, and I had a 4 to 6 week wait time for it. Thankfully it wasn't the full 6 weeks. It was due, I think it was actually due the start of December, but it came in stock obviously and I got it sooner than I expected. So that was lovely. I got that yesterday, opened it as soon as I got it, tried it, and I knew what I was having for breakfast today. So I'm having pancakes. If I remember, I'll put the recipe for these pancakes down below. It's American style Slimming World barbecue. American style Slimming World pancake recipe, and I really enjoy it. Ali really likes it as well. Not that he'll be eating them because if we make pancakes we've got 4.5 kilos of buttermilk pancake mix to get through for him. But I made it using 40 grams of my Healthy Extra B porridge oats, and then it's got, what else has it got in it? It's got baking powder, yogurt, eggs, vanilla extract. So the pancakes themselves are completely sin-free, and then I did just put 1 tablespoon of the gingerbread syrup on top, but I thought no, that's not enough, so I put another one on. So I'm using 4 sins worth of the gingerbread syrup this morning, and I do have some blueberries or apples that I could probably cut up and put on top, but I don't want to ruin it with fruit. I don't want to ruin the pancakes and the gingerbread syrup with fruit this morning. It's a way day treat, so I'm not having it with fruit. But I am going to have a couple of satsumas afterwards for speed. Also, I had to nip to the shop for eggs because I didn't have any eggs. And I saw that they had these massive cans of Red Bull, sugar-free, so it's sin-free. And I've not had one for quite a while, so I got myself one of them. It was like £1.50. It was actually quite a good price for Red Bull. And I've got a coffee as well. And if you don't know, I use all my Healthy Extra A milk in my coffees. So I never count Healthy Extra A for cheese or anything like that. It all goes on milk in my coffee. Yeah, so today's breakfast is 4 sins just for the syrup. Tonight for dinner we're having chicken breasts and I was going to say creamy peppercorn sauce. It's not creamy peppercorn sauce. It's the Slimming World one from Iceland, which is completely sin-free. I got it to try it. It's actually quite nice. It's not as good as I think it's the Schwartz or the Coleman's one that I usually get. It's not as nice as that, I'll be honest with you. But for something that's sin-free, it's actually quite delicious. I think I might add more pepper to it though, because it's not quite peppery enough for me. You know what I'm like, I like pepper and spice and all that. So we've got, well, it looks like we've got 2 chicken breasts. We've not, these chicken breasts are tiny, the ones that you get frozen from Tesco. So I've got 2 little bits of chicken, the sin-free peppercorn sauce, some broccoli for speed, and some mashed potatoes, which I do have 2 sins worth of butter in it, 2 teaspoons of the Clover Light. Put some of the sauce in my mash as well because I think it'll be quite nice. And for afters, I'm having 5 of these snowballs, which are 1 sin each. So it'll be 7 sins in total for tonight's dinner. Oh, I never had lunch either, by the way. I never had lunch. We were out shopping all afternoon. I did get Ali a McDonald's and he got a box of 20 chicken nuggets. That was his lunch. And I still want to have chicken nuggets, so I will count 1.5 sins for that. So that brings my total up to, I think it's 14.5 for the day. I will double check it later. I'll probably tell you again in the morning anyway. So that's my dinner. And Mark and Ali, well, they've not tried the peppercorn sauce yet, so I just put theirs in a little dish. But otherwise, everything's exact same as mine. Good morning, everyone. It's now Saturday. It is 10:30 on Saturday morning. I've been up for a few hours. Got a really good night's sleep last night, actually. So for breakfast this morning, I'm just having some toast. I know it looks like there's nothing on it, but there is a teaspoon of Clover Light on each one. So that's 2 sins. And obviously the bread is my Healthy Extra B choice for today. It's the Neville's wholemeal bread. And I'm also having an apple with some cinnamon on top and a coffee. So tonight for dinner I made a big Slimming World buffet for me, Mark and Ali and my brother and his kids. I didn't actually record anything because it was too noisy with all the people chattering over each other, but I did take some pictures. So the first thing that you're seeing is a Mayflower chicken curry. I just made this and put it in one of these foil containers. Not because it looks fancy, because it doesn't look fancy, just because I had so many other things to cook in my pan that I just kept it in the foil container to keep it warm. So the Mayflower curry sauce, I made 8 portions worth, which would have been 4 cents a portion. I didn't want to have anything that was too high in sins because I was saving my sins for later on. So the Mayflower curry was for everybody else. Another thing that I made was chicken and vegetables in oyster sauce, and this was completely sin-free. So I did end up having some of that. It was actually quite nice. I really just preferred the Sharwood's oyster sauce over the actual Chinese that you get from the takeaways oyster sauce. I've ordered that before and it's 9.5 cents for 550 grams, I think it is, from the Chinese. Something like that. Please double check your sin values. But it was really, really bland and I didn't enjoy it. And I was so annoyed that I'd wasted such a large amount of sins on that oyster sauce Chinese thing. But this one was actually quite nice. It was actually really nice. I enjoyed it. And the last thing that I made as like a main course wise was this crispy beef. I got the recipe from Rebecca J's channel, so I will leave her channel linked below if you want to go over and have a look at the recipe because it was really delicious. I made double Rebecca's portion because there were so many of us, and I did have a tiny little bit of this. I had like what I would have worked out to be about 1 cin's worth. It was literally just a couple of tablespoons of it. It was really, really nice. It does look a little bit mad on the plate in real life. I don't know if it picks it up on camera. But nobody was touching it at first when I had it. I was like, why is nobody eating the beef? I thought that would have been pretty popular. And Ali just turned around and said it's because it looks like brains. But I told them all to try it because it was lovely, and eventually that bowl of crispy beef did disappear. And for sides, I made some stir-fried noodles. I just stir-fried these with some bean sprouts and soy sauce, and these were completely sin-free. I also made some egg fried rice. I made 2 kinds of egg fried rice. I made a nice big foil trays worth packed of egg fried rice for everybody else that had toasted sesame oil in it. And I didn't measure the toasted sesame oil or anything because, like I said, I didn't want to have high sins that evening. So I knew I wasn't going to touch that egg fried rice with the toasted sesame oil in it. I made myself a separate egg fried rice, oil free, and that was sin free as well, but I didn't take pictures of them. Just know that they were there on the table. I also made some of my world famous, haha, salt and chili chips. These were delicious. Actually, this was probably the best salt and chili chips that I've ever made. I didn't put a lot of vegetables in it because I had other people eating them and I didn't know how they would feel about, all the carrots and peppers or whatever that I put in it. But there was literally onion and spring onion and chili in that was kind of speedy. And they were sin-free, so I could have some of these salt and chili chips. And then these weren't for me. This was just a little Chinese snacky platter that I picked up at Tesco. I actually didn't show it in my Tesco shopping haul, but I did pick it up with that haul. What actually happened was I knew I didn't have room in my freezer for them. So as soon as I got back from Tesco, I asked Ali to run round with them and put them in my brother's freezer. And I did get some prawn crackers for everybody else as well. I didn't touch these either. And this is my little plate. I have some of my sin-free egg fried rice, some of the noodles, about a cin's worth of the crispy beef. I have some salt and chili chips, which are sin-free, and some of the chicken and stir-fry veg with oyster sauce, which is also sin-free. So 1 sin for tonight's dinner. I will say I did go back for second helpings of the chicken and oyster sauce and the salt and chili chips before everybody else got to them and destroyed the rest, what was left. But those were still sin-free, so 1 sin in total for tonight's dinner, including my second helpings. I almost forgot to film my Saturday night movie night snacks. So I usually don't eat after dinner, but Saturday nights I'm allowing that up until Christmas. So I've got some of the gingerbread toffee popcorn, which is 25 grams for 5 cents. Are you even surprised? Because I know you're not. I know you're not. And I've also got a gingerbread hot chocolate, which is 2.5 cents for 11 grams. I think it's not officially on the app yet, but that's what I've seen bandied about Instagram. And well, I did have, it's melted now. I did have some cream on top for 1.5 cents. Oh, I can't remember what the measurement was. I did check it and it was for 1.5 cents. I weighed it and everything. So it would be, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cents for this today, which I saved all my sins for. And tonight we're watching Elf. Can't pause the video, so we've got to turn down. The Xbox doesn't want to pause it today for some reason. Good morning everyone, it's now Sunday and for breakfast today I'm having the exact same breakfast that I had yesterday morning. I really just enjoyed toast and butter and that little bit of apple, so I'm having it again today. Sometimes the simplest things are just the tastiest as well. So I've got 2 slices of the Neville's wholemeal bread, which is my healthy extra B choice for today, and I've got a sin's worth of Clover Light on each one. It's all nice and melted in. Might have slightly overdid my toast, but doesn't matter. This is actually how I prefer it. And I'm also having my apple with the cinnamon. I went a wee bit heavy-handed with the cinnamon, but doesn't matter because I love it. I love the cinnamon. Okay, for lunch today, I'm going to have one of these Slimming World lunch bowls. This is the Coronation Chicken one. I've never tried any of these before. I've tried a couple of Slimming World meals, maybe at the beginning of 2019. Wasn't all that impressed with them. They weren't that great. I think I liked the chicken and chorizo style paella or something, but that was it that I liked. But this is a Coronation Chicken one. It looks really nice and it actually smells nice. I'm hoping it's as nice as it looks and smells. But I just wanted something that was sin-free, trying to keep my sins low today. Yeah, because I wanted the packet crisps. And that's 3.5 cents for the Hula Hoops beef puffed. I've stole these off of Ali because I got them for his snacks. Yeah, so I'll see how this goes. I'll let you know. Also having a coffee. Tonight for dinner, well, I'm having some leftovers because I was going to say there was a lot of leftovers for last night. There was literally nothing. I was actually surprised how much of the food that I made got eaten. So I had some leftover egg fried rice of my egg fried rice. I only ate half the amount that I made. So I've got some of that on the bottom that you can't see. And then there was a portion of the duck. The chicken and hoisin, no, it wasn't a hoisin sauce. Was it plum sauce? Oyster sauce. The chicken and oyster sauce with the veg. And then in the fridge I had some of the bean sprouts and just the stir-fry veg left. So I stir-fried that. And then I wanted some of these mushrooms with the onions and oxo. And I put soy sauce in it as well. So that's my dinner tonight. It's completely sin-free. I'm going to have a gingerbread muller for afters, and I've got a glass of iron brew with Santa on it. And then Mark and Ali, that was literally all the leftovers, apart from some of the egg fried rice that I made with the toasted sesame oil. So I've just split that between them. And then I had a end of a bag of some chips, so I've gave them that as well, in the freezer I mean. So they've got that as well. Some beans, and they've got southern fried chicken steaks. So maybe a bit odd with the egg fried rice, but I want to get it used up. I'm not putting anything in the freezer. So that's Mark's. And that's Ali's. It's now Monday and it's lunchtime. I didn't have any breakfast this morning. But for lunch today, I'm going to have my math variation of a New York style club sandwich. I think a New York style has like chicken and all that on it as well. I'm not sure, but I've got 2 slices of the Neville wholemeal bread, which is my healthy extra B choice. There is 1 tin of the lighter than light mayonnaise on that. I've got some mixed leaves, if you can see. That is speed, and some pastrami, which is sin-free. And then I've got some sliced gherkins, which are speed. So just 1 tin for the mayonnaise used on the sandwich. I've got some of the Tesco cheese puffs, these ones here, the 17-gram bag, which is 5 cents. That brings me up to 6. I'm going to have some of these little southern style fridge raiders, which are 1 cent. So it brings me up to 7 cents. And I'm going to wash it all down with a sugar-free Red Bull. Tonight for dinner, I'm having some of these Gosh sweet corn and quinoa bites.
They're 3 cents for the whole packet. I just put the whole packet on. If I don't eat them all, I will save some for tomorrow. I've got some carrot chips, and I've got more of the mushrooms and onion done in the oxo and soya sauce. And then I've got some broccoli and cauliflower. These are all speed. And I'm having a gingerbread Muller Light for half a sin. So that's 3.5 cents for tonight's dinner. And then Mark and Ali, they're having sliced sausage with the cauliflower and broccoli and mash, and then loads of gravy. And for afters, they're having these Snowy Delight Pots of Joy. Good morning, it's now Tuesday and I'm actually having breakfast this morning. But before I do, because I forgot to do this quite often this week, show you my end of day sins for yesterday. So yesterday I ended the day on 13 sins. And this morning I am quite busy and I'm feeling quite hungry, so I just wanted to grab something quick. So there's no speed on my plate, but I've got 2 slices of the Neville's wholemeal bread, which is my healthy extra B choice for today. And then I've got 2 of these seriously tasty squares, one on each slice of toast. You could get away with using half a one on each slice. But these are 2 cents each, or I think it's 3 for a healthy extra A, but I'm counting the cents, so it's 4 cents for that. And then I'm having my coffee as well. So it's 20 to 3 now. I have completely skipped lunch. It's been quite an exciting day in the Innes household, and if you don't know yet, you will know soon what's been happening. Anyway, I've just picked myself up a little snacky bowl because I'm not really too hungry, but I know if I leave it till dinner time, I'm going to want to scoff everything in sight. So I've got 2 of my homemade pickled eggs. They're completely free and protein. And then I've got 2 pickled gherkins just to get some speed on there, and I flipping love pickled gherkins. And I've got 2 packets of the Southern Fried style fridge raiders, which are 1 cent each, so it's 2 cents for lunch today. I am going to have a lot of speed with my dinner, hopefully, so I know I've not had the best speed today, but you know, it's just one of those days, Okay, I'm showing you Ali's dinner first tonight because his is ready first. We're having giant Yorkshire puddings. This is the recipe from Gemma Peacegood, or Peacegood Slimming World is her channel. I didn't use FRYLIGHT on theirs. I've actually not got FRYLIGHT left, so we'll see how mine turns out in a sec. I just used regular oil in theirs, but the rest of the ingredients is the same as the Slimming World one. So if Ali wanted to sin it, it would be 5 cents plus whatever it is for the oil. And in the giant Yorkshire pudding, I've made him some roast potatoes. He's just got raw carrots because he doesn't like cooked carrots, and some of the Asda stewed steak that's in a tin that's sin-free. So that's Ali's one. I'll show you mine and Mark's when they're ready. So that's Mark's one. He's got the exact same as Ali, except his carrots are cooked, and I did rip his when I was taking it out. Also, my one looks nice from this angle, but it never raised at this side. I didn't have any FRYLIGHT. I've completely ran out. I used so much when I was cooking the Chinese thing on Saturday. I ended up running out, and I just kind of done it dry, the Yorkshire pudding. So I'm happy it actually raised at one side. It's not very pretty at the other side, but it'll taste delicious. Ali says it's amazing. In fact, Ali's literally finished his already, and I only gave it to him a few minutes ago. But on my one, sorry I haven't even told you that, on my one I've not got any potatoes. I've got carrots, cabbage and broccoli all under my sin-free stew. So plenty speed, and it's 5 cents for the Yorkshire pudding because I didn't use any oil. Good morning everyone, it's now Wednesday and I'm not actually eating right now. I just wanted to show you this because it's just arrived and I'm so flipping ecstatic about it. Sensations, that's the name of the company. They're on Instagram, I'll link them down below. They got in touch and asked if they could send me one of their treat boxes, and I was so flipping ecstatic to see that they actually done a savoury one, because if you know me, I'm a savoury person, much more than I am a sweet tooth. And a lot of these treat boxes are geared towards people with a sweet tooth. It's a lot of chocolate and snacks. And you can get some world friendly versions out as well. I've seen them. But I was so happy when I seen that they done a savoury one. And I love that it's got all the sins and everything on it. It's even got that 2 cheeses can be a healthy extra A. So I'll show you what's inside it. I've already opened it up, but it's so nice. Look at this. Look at this.
How happy does this make me? Honestly, you know, the little things that count. I love olives. They're not olives, they're olives. These are the ones that you get on the planes, actually, on the Ryanair flights. I didn't know you could just buy them like that. Beef jerky, 2 Philadelphia Lights, 2 Cathedral Cities, but they're quite good chunks. I was thinking I could like slice that into 2 or 3. And an applewood. Oh my god, I love applewood cheese. And then you get 4 different kinds of biscuits in it. Well, crackers. You get water biscuits, just regular Jacob's crackers, digestives for cheese, and salt and cracked black pepper ones. Oh my god, that sounds so nice. How lovely is this? They haven't paid me to advertise this in any way. The box was free, but they haven't paid me or anything. But I will put add gifted on the screen just to keep myself right. But I will leave them linked down below if you guys want to check them out, because I think this is fantastic. I would definitely pay money out of my own pocket for this. 100%. They have given me a code for you guys to receive a 10% discount, so I'll pop that on the screen. I'll also write it in the description box if you fancy giving them a little check out. Oh my god, I love this. This is perfect for December. It's just perfect for, you know, Christmas movie night treats and stuff like that. Little snacky plates and everything. Can't wait to tuck into this. I mean, I'm going to have to behave myself because I would literally eat all that in one go, but oh my god, I'm definitely going to have the olives today. Basil and garlic flavour. You know me, I couldn't help myself. I'm already tucking into my little sensations box. So I've got 2 of the cracked black pepper crackers, which I think are 3 cents. Let me check the box because it tells me. Yeah, 3 cents. And then I've got one of the little tubs of Philadelphia Light on that, which is 1.5 cents. And then I've got 2 satsumas for speed. I mean, this is my breakfast technically. It's 10:30, so a little bit later for breakfast. It's acceptable to have crackers for breakfast. I don't think I said it this morning, by the way, but I ended yesterday on 13 cents. And for lunch today, I'm having some noodles. It feels like a noodles kind of day. So these are the curry low-fat super noodles, which are 2 cents. And then I've got a big salad on the side with mixed leaves, tomatoes, cucumber, and some of the olives from that pack. They're 2.5 cents. So that's 4.5 cents for lunch. And then I've got 2 Skinny Crunch. Is it the peanut butter one for my healthy extra B, and a coffee. Tonight for dinner, we're having peri peri chicken. That's this. I actually popped into Tesco last night because I needed to pick up some FRYLIGHT. And I checked out the reduced section and they had this spatchcock peri peri chicken for £1.05, reduced from £5, so I had to pick it up. I checked the sins on the app and it's 100 grams is 3 sins, so I measured out 100 grams of it. It's actually more than I thought I was going to get. So that's 3 sins for that. I've got a little vegetable medley that I made myself. It's got red onion, red pepper, onion, no, I've said onion, mushroom and courgette with some basil, garlic and just FRYLIGHT. So that is speedy and free. And then I've got some wedges and some rice because I wanted both. I'm having a carby day today. Seasoned the veggies with paprika, so they are quite dark in that and a little bit crispy around the edges. I may or may not have overdone them, I don't know. Yeah, so they're seasoned with paprika and salt and just FRYLIGHT as well. So they're completely sin-free. And the rice is the Aldi's savoury rice, which is sin-free. So in total, it's 3 sins just for the chicken for dinner tonight. That's mine. And that's Ali's. He's not got the vegetable medley because he doesn't really like mushrooms and courgettes. So I've just gave him some raw slices of red pepper. Why did my brain go dead there? Hi everyone, it's now lunchtime on Thursday. I was working this morning and I didn't have any breakfast as usual. Although it's not as usual as it has been the last few weeks. I have had quite a few breakfasts. So it's lunchtime now and I'm having stuff. I wanted something hot, so I'm having noodles again. These are the chili chicken ones, which are 2 cents. I've not tried these ones. They're the low fat ones, so they're only 2 cents. I popped into V&M after work and I picked up some of these loaded fries, the Seabrook ones. I saw these first on Glamma SW's channel and then Emma got them after seeing them on Glamma SW's channel and she said they're really nice, so I picked up a packet.
I'm reckoning they're 4.5 cents. I think they're 4.5 to 5 cents for them. So I'm going to say 6.5 cents, and then I'm having a little packet of these. I actually think I might put these on top of my noodles because it is chili chicken. These are 1 cent. And then, this is going to sound really weird, but I really fancy a crisp sandwich, or a crisp piece as we call it, crisp piece. So I'm going to have my Healthy Extra B, 2 slices of the wholemeal Neville's bread for my Healthy Extra B. I've got a cin's worth of the Clover Light on it, and I've got to put my crisps on it. I know yous are going to think that's mad, but I really fancy a crisp piece. It's Star Week, by the way, which I haven't mentioned before. It's been Star Week since Saturday. Maybe that accounts for some of my weird food cravings that I've had this week. I've not given any of them, but I'm having a crisp piece. And you know, there's no speed, so I've put some cucumber there, like cucumber sticks, just so I have some speed. I know it's not like a third of the plate or whatever. I have actually munched already a few sticks while I was waiting for the noodles to cook. Didn't put it in beside the noodles because I don't want warm cucumber. And tonight for dinner, we're having a speedy spag bol, but it's not. It's speedy bolognese, which I made quite a while ago, and then we ended up not eating it for some reason. Can't remember what the reason was. It's quite dark because when I did make it, I didn't have enough chopped tomatoes that I usually put 2 tins, and I only had 1 tin, so I added tomato puree and it made it go quite dark. So I can't even remember what vegetables I have in this. Red onion, aubergine, or maybe it's courgette, spinach, chopped tomatoes, garlic. Oh, I can't remember everything that I put in it. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I made this. And then instead of spaghetti, I'm having cauli rice, and I've just seasoned that with some salt and pepper. And then for afters, I've got 2 satsumas, and I'm going to have a glass of sugar-free iron brew with it. And this is Ali's. He's having spaghetti with his and a nice handful of cheese on top, which I'm totally looking at longingly, but I don't have enough sins left or Healthy Extra A left for cheese today, so I'm being good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Please like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.